everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blair. I'm an American expat, businesswoman, and influencer based here in Belgrade, Serbia for the last 3.5 years. In my company, ABC Experiences and Events, BOO, I organize luxury afternoon tea parties, I provide B2B services, and relocation services. Now, today's topic, I want to talk about my business trip to São Tomé and Príncipe and quash the rumors that I am leaving Serbia to move to the African continent. Let's get started. Okay, so I went to São Tomé and Príncipe a few weeks ago because I am the newest spokeswoman for NTL Trust, a leading firm helping individuals secure their wealth, global mobility, and lifestyle abroad. And they help their clients secure a second or third citizenship or residency. Exactly as a citizenship by investment program, the concept is nothing new. Many countries, especially in the Caribbean, in South America, and now in the African continent, have launched these programs over the last maybe 50 years to attract foreign investors, foreigners who want to legally stay in the country long term. Now, São Tomé and Príncipe last month just launched a citizenship by investment program. I never heard of São Tomé and Príncipe until 2 months ago. When I Googled it, I learned that it was in West Africa. It's a 2-island nation. It's like right near the equator. And most people speak Portuguese. It has beautiful beaches, and that's it. So I went there with an open mind, just like I came here to Serbia with a very open mind 3.5 years ago. Since I had 7 days to be on the ground, meet a lot of different people, create content, and capture as much as the island, the lifestyle as I can, I was provided a driver, I had cooks, I had cleaners, I didn't have to do my laundry, and I just thought it was very nice. And I shared that on my TikTok about, wow, I do love Belgrade. However, it was very nice to focus strictly on my business. I don't have a car. I haven't had a car in 11 years. And while Belgrade is a very pedestrian friendly, I do walk everywhere. I do take the bus and trams everywhere, which are free as this year. However, I was just like, look, I've been an expat for 11 years and I've lived in Asia, specifically Bangkok, Singapore, spent time in China and South Korea and Japan. And I've met many expats that do live this lifestyle where they are sent either by their governments to work as ambassadors or for the consulate, or those that are corporate expats where they have these nice expat packages. Now in Asia, and also in Africa, which I'll talk about later, you have a large segment of the population that provides these dignified jobs as a driver, as a security guard, as a gardener, as a cook, as a nanny. Like there is nothing wrong with these roles. And when I express this on my TikTok, people are like, oh my God, Blair, you want servants. You are not a baby. Why do you need people to do all this stuff for you? Oh, we do this here. This is impossible. And I was just like, okay, let's just take a couple of steps back. I never said I wanted servants. To be a cleaner or maid doesn't mean you are a servant. Secondly, the whole concept of having a whole staff to help you manage your household here in Serbia is very different in São Tomé and Príncipe, which has about 200,000 people. Their economy is a lot smaller than Serbia. And many people, I wouldn't say are low skilled because it is a skill to cook. It is a skill to be a good driver, especially because the country has like 3 made roads. Those are skilled jobs. They're just not high skilled jobs that pay a very high wage. So I just think people got the wrong idea of who am I to have all this staff when I should be doing everything alone. I've met other middle class and wealthy São Tomeans who were saying, yes, I have 4 or 5 people to help me run this house. It is the standard. Now, is that possible in Serbia? No, that's not the average Serbian family that has cooks, cleaners, drivers, gardeners, security. Do people have this here? Yes, I've met them. And it's not only just expats or those that work for the embassies, but people do have that here. They just don't talk about it. And now I understand why. So I just want to be clear. I do not want servants. I don't know why the media, who I do appreciate sharing and amplifying my story, but it would just be nice if you can quote to tell me directly so I could explain. But that's beside the point. Now, I've met Serbs who have lived on the African continent. One friend who's a hairdresser, she and her family were in Uganda. I ran into her the other day and she was like, Blair, I read the article and people here just don't understand, especially if you've never lived in Asia or Africa. Like when you go to these places, you are expected to hire people because that provides jobs, that boosts their economy. It does not make sense for you as a foreigner to go and live in a place and not have a cook or a driver or someone to help you with their kids. Like that just does not make any sense. You don't know the language, you don't know how to get around, and you are keeping jobs. So she was like, Blair, I understand. And people cry when they leave because you have all this nice household help. And when you come here, it's just like, okay, and now I have to do everything by myself. And yes, maybe people can rely on their relatives, but it's very different. Serbian diplomats who do have the drivers, the cooks, the gardeners, and it's just normalized because it's part of the diplomatic package. The Serbs that I've met that lived in the African continent or in the Middle East, they do understand. Again, is that applicable here? Not exactly, unless you are very wealthy. I love Belgrade. Belgrade is home because there's no racism here. There is no racism. There's no anti-Blackness. I feel safe. I'm not afraid of the police. I can bank anywhere I want to. I can live anywhere I want to. It's great. It's pretty much paradise. I think here is the best place for a Black woman to live. Secondly, it is safe for me as a woman. I love that I can walk day or night. No one's going to bother me. No one's going to catcall me. And the only few times I was catcalled, it was just by non-Serbs. And that's a different conversation. Aside from that, it is very safe. And third, it is very easy and affordable to start a business as a foreigner in Serbia. Part of the reason I'm able to stay here is because I have a company. And to start a company as a foreigner in most parts of the world requires a significant amount of capital. So those are the three fundamental reasons why I love living here as a woman, as a Black woman, as an American woman, and as a business owner. And finally, also as an influencer. People like to hear my experiences and observations and questions as a foreign woman, as an American woman, as a Black woman. And I get invited to cool places. And I just love showing the beauty of this country. So will I be leaving Serbia and moving to the African continent? That is the real question. I do hope to get a Serbian citizenship. I hope to make Serbia my home base in Europe, also expand to the African continent because Africa has the youngest population. It has several emerging and fast-growing economies. I'm a businesswoman at heart, so I want to go where there's growth, there's opportunity. Having a home in Europe, in Asia, in the African continent, those are my long-term goals. But for right now, Serbia is home. Belgrade is where it's at because I live quite a good life here. I am learning Serbian, so that's another thing when it comes to language. If I were to move to São Tomé and Príncipe, I would have to learn Portuguese. And honestly, I am just not in a mood to learn another language. Long-term, full-time, Belgrade it is. And I'm someone that loves to build something from scratch. I like a challenge, and São Tomé and Príncipe, if I were to go there as a single woman and start a business, it would cost just under 100,000 euros, which I think is the lowest citizenship by investment program fee, because most countries minimum 250,000 euros. It can go up to $1 million or more euros. So it's a good place to start. It again has a very small economy. A lot needs to be done, but I'm that scrappy entrepreneur and I'm single and child-free, so I could pack up my life and move there part-time. I hope that clarifies everything. I will be traveling to the Caribbean for a month and I will take you all on my journey there. And I'm excited to share more about different citizenship by investment programs, expat life beyond Serbia. And I will definitely get back to streaming my Serbian. It's just my schedule and there are a lot of holidays right now and I'm recovering from a fever. So there's a lot going on right now. Aside from that, everyone, thank you for watching. If you have any questions about São Tomé and Príncipe, please send me an email or leave a comment below. Have a beautiful and nice day. Okay. Bye!